Hey everybody, Butch Bellah here with another Sales Power Tips video blogs. Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me. I certainly appreciate your time and the time you invest in your personal development. I hope you find these tips valuable. Today I'm going to talk about how to stand out a little bit, because there are so many people out there that do what you do in most cases, and you have to kind of stand out from the crowd. Number one, don't be afraid to stand out. Don't blend in like everyone else and just be one of the sheep, okay? Don't be afraid to rise above that. Now, let me tell you, first of all, sometimes you got to do some crazy stuff. Sometimes you got to do some stuff that's a little out in left field, but that's okay, all right? Don't be afraid to stand out, because guess what? That's what makes you memorable to your prospects. That's what brings you to the forefront of their mind in what advertisers call top of mind awareness. And that's what you want. Whatever you sell, when someone thinks of that product, you want them to think of you. Well, if you're just like everybody else, why would they think of you? So let's talk about that. Be creative in the ways you stand out. I heard a story recently of an insurance agent that literally would stand at the exit of an apartment complex in the mornings, one day a week, with oranges for breakfast, a great breakfast for people, and have his business card stuck in it. Rolled up and stuck in the orange or taped to it or something. That's brilliant. Now, that's going to catch people's eye. This is a guy that's going above and beyond what everyone else is doing. That is absolutely brilliant. It's a great way to stand out, okay? I've heard of automotive salespeople that do things, have their own website. They don't wait for the dealership or the boss to bring them customers. They're out hustling and getting their own. Those are the true superstars. Those are the people that are going to be at the top of their profession. I've told you the story. I've written about it before in my past career. Had a client that it came down to judgment day between me and another supplier, and they were less expensive, or they were price guys. Okay, I was more expensive, and I went to a grocery store and ordered a cake and sent it to the client and said, "Welcome to our company, where you can have your cake and eat it too." And I got the business. And ultimately found out several years later the reason I got the business was because of that cake I spent about $40 on. Is that crazy? Yeah. But guess what? That was a great account. And the reason they said was the ladies in the office said, if this guy will do this, then he's the kind of guy that we're going to need on a Friday afternoon when the chips are down and we're in a bind. Then he's going to be the kind of guy that'll take care of us. Wow. Isn't that the impression you want to make on your clients? So don't be afraid to stand out. What are some ways you can do so? Be creative. Take some time. Make a list of 5 or 10 things you could do to stand out and implement them one at a time. Just do one. Do 2. Then add a 3rd. And before long, you will be the name people think of when they think of your profession. I want to ask you to go over to my website, butchbellah.com. Grab my new Game of Sales DVD. It is downloadable. I would love you to have it. It is over 40 minutes of, can I get that right there? Yeah, 40 minutes of content. And we discuss the game of sales, goals, attitude, motivation, and continuing education. The cornerstone that every successful salesperson is built on. Thanks so much for joining me for another Sales Power Tips video blog. God bless you, everybody. I'll see you back here next week.